Have you ever felt like your success was just luck? Like any second now, someone's going to realize you don't actually belong. Now imagine feeling that way every time you step on the ice. Every jump, every spin is a reminder of how you don't belong there. Yuitsuka Inori has always dreamed of being a figure skater, gliding across the ice with a smile, but no matter how hard she pushes herself, doubt follows. While most children start at the age of 5, Inori didn't step onto the ice until she was 11, forcing herself to catch up in skills younger skaters have already mastered. Despite her relentless training, Inori finds herself constantly comparing her progress to skaters who started years earlier, fueling her self-doubt. When she finally earns first place in a junior competition, her excitement turns to disappointment after watching another skater her age dominate the senior division with a score that Inori couldn't think of matching. Medalist explores Inori's journey of perseverance as she attempts to overcome her imposter syndrome and prove she has what it takes to become an Olympic skater. With the support of her coach, Akeruraji Tsukasa, Inori was determined to challenge her mother's belief that figure skating would only lead to wasted effort. She wanted to prove that her passion for skating was more than just a fleeting dream. With that resolve, she entered the Meiko Cup, hoping to take one step closer to her goal. Even though she fell while performing a single axis, she refused to give up. Pushing herself forward with sheer grit, she stunned the audience with a broken leg spin, ensuring her first place victory. But even with the trophy in her hands, Inori couldn't shake off the feeling that she truly didn't deserve it. While her score of 12.64 points was enough to win, it pales in comparison to Kamisaki Hikaru's dominant score of 97.23. Hikaru, the same age as Inori, had been skating since she was 5 and was already a prodigy. Inori felt as if she was fundamentally behind, creating doubt in her skating abilities despite her achievements. This feeling aligns with a key aspect of imposter syndrome, the tendency to attribute success to external factors or luck, rather than acknowledging one's own abilities. Imposter syndrome makes people like Inori believe they aren't good enough, that they're frauds. As Inori said, "I can't skate the same way as all these people." The visible gap between her progress and those who started much earlier, like Hikaru, made Inori feel like a fraud. Even after winning first place, the overwhelming difference in their score reinforced Inori's belief that her victory wasn't anything in comparison to Hikaru's talent. And much of this stems from Inori's struggle to believe in herself. Inori's lack of self-confidence stems largely from her lack of support from her mother. Her older sister Mika started skating when she was 5, dedicating her entire childhood to the sport. Because Mika dedicated so much time into training, she had little time to be a kid, no time to make friends, to play, or even experience a normal childhood. But in the end, all that sacrifice led to heartbreak. An injury cut her skating career short, reinforcing their mother's belief that figure skating was a waste of time with little reward. To Inori's mother, Mika's lost childhood was proof that skating was a waste of time, and she refused to let Inori make the same mistake. As she bluntly put it, no matter how hard she tries, she can't catch up to kids doing this since age 5, can she? Here, look at them. They're all really, really good. So small, and they're practicing jumps. You'll make a fool of yourself around them, Inori. In her eyes, Inori had started too late, and chasing this dream was nothing more than setting herself up for failure. But she never considered what that would do to Inori's self-confidence. Her mother's constant belittling became one of the biggest reasons Inori struggles with believing in herself. She wasn't just doubting her skills on the ice, she was doubting her worth as a person. Her mother explains that, "I just don't understand how it's possible for her. I mean, she's not really good at much of anything. My other daughter has a lot of talent, but her, well, even her friends make fun of her bad grades." These words made Inori feel like she wasn't meant to be good at anything, like she didn't even deserve to try. This directly feeds into the imposter syndrome belief that one's achievements are due to luck or external factors, rather than genuine skill. By comparing Inori to her sister, her mother both emphasizes her sister's perceived talent and dismisses Inori's abilities. That she is an inadequate substitute, a fraud that doesn't deserve to pursue the same dream. However, rather than letting these doubts consume her, Inori found strength in the support of those who believe in her. With the support of Tsukasa and the fire in her heart, she pushes forward, not just to prove her mother wrong, but to prove to herself that she is worthy of chasing her own dreams. Over time, Hikaru became more than just a comparison. She became a goal, someone to aspire to, someone Inori wants not just to reach, but to surpass. And the person who helped her realize this shift in perspective was Tsukasa. Through his guidance, Inori slowly began to see her journey wasn't about being as good as someone else. It was becoming the best version of herself. Tsukasa's role extends just beyond figure skating. He provides constant encouragement and praise, focusing on Inori's progress and efforts rather than solely on comparison to others. He often sticks up for her, helping her recognize her own achievements and worth. She begins to trust her own abilities, take pride in her progress, and celebrate the small victories along the way. Inori's story is one of resilience, not just through skating, but through learning to believe in herself. Her journey is a reminder that success isn't measured by how quickly you reach your goal, but by the perseverance it takes to keep moving forward. Overcoming imposter syndrome isn't a sudden transformation, and Inori still faces moments of doubt, still struggling with comparing herself to others, but she learns to push through those feelings rather than letting them define her. Imposter syndrome may never fully disappear, but it loses its power when you choose to keep going despite of it. Whether it's on the ice or in life, true growth comes from daring to try, from embracing failure as part of the progress, and from recognizing that effort itself is an achievement of its own. It's about finding the courage to step on the ice, even when you're terrified of falling, because sometimes the greatest medal you can earn is the one you give yourself, the belief that you are worthy of your dreams.